There are, let me just get the slides right. There are a couple of ways that you can apply into the SQUIDEP process. Hang on. Sorry, PowerPoint. And so there are two pathways. One is to go through a full framework, which is outlined in the protocol document. And another one is what we call body of evidence. And that is that we know there's a number of manufacturers out there who have already commenced testing programs, possibly prior to the release of the protocol document. So they might have already collected dozens of storm events, invested a significant amount of money. They are able to submit that work under what we call a body of evidence pathway. They might also include lab testing in that. It's a little bit more of a tortuous approach. It really relies on them demonstrating that the program has been, equivalent to best practice, and it will be scrutinised very carefully by the independent evaluation panels. It's not a pathway that we encourage people to take, as it is less certain, and we really encourage people to go down the formal process that's articulated in SQUIDEP, and that is the local field test approach.
Just
what we're encouraging everyone to do. Yep.
Alan, you don't mind me asking. So you're saying that what you were talking about before, that people have already done testing prior to the release of the SQUIDEP, yeah? That they can actually
that's right.
provide that information and maybe able to get through. But if that has to predate the SQUIDEP, yeah? It's not something you can do as an alternative now, is it?
No, that's right. And so we just expect it to deal with some of those legacy issues with people that already have data. The assessment process will be more expensive because it's going to require more time and more scrutiny, and it will be less certain because there'll be more subjectivity where people might not have exactly followed a certain standard. But we thought it was important that this document's been in development for over 4 years, and many people have got on with the business of starting to put things in the ground and test them. And so we thought it was fair and reasonable that at least people are able to demonstrate that. But the onus is on them to satisfy the evaluators very clearly in that space.
Understood. Thanks.
The more straightforward way of going about it is working through the protocol as it's documented. And that starts with preparing and submitting a quality assurance project plan. And that gets reviewed and can be endorsed by one of the independent evaluation panel members. And that's really important. So if someone's going to go and embark on a testing program, they can get sign off at the outset that their methodologies are okay before they then go and collect a whole lot of data and grow a lot of grey hair. They can then go through the field testing, and then they'll report according to all the requirements outlined in the SQUIDEP and present that to the independent evaluation panel. And that's how we see the majority of applications being handled.
Okay, so with the applications, you actually check to make sure their field methods are in line with what's needed before they go and spend the money on doing it.
That's the intention of that QAPP review process. We think it's a really important check and balance. And importantly, it also will streamline it for the evaluation panel because it'll help ensure we get properly made applications that are addressing all the requirements. And by doing that, hopefully it significantly reduces any conflict at the end of the process because people are really being clear on the methodologies.
Understood.